Hey, good morning. This is November 720 Sierra. Steve, and as you can see, not in the garage, but Bob, who's a lot of times you see on video here, is helping me in the garage on the airplane. He's been helping me to build some stuff and put in insulation and all sorts of stuff. And actually, we've been working on the front and rear mounts, and we've got two engine stands, and we just finished building the rear mount to the tail of the aircraft, so that with the two engine mounts, we can now rotisserie the fuselage. So we've almost got that completely done. And that's been a project. That's why I haven't been doing much on the airplane itself. The other thing is that I'm almost out of parts to do on the fuselage. Still working on the heater. And you've seen parts of that, but you'll see some more. I've got to do some 3D printing. I was talking to a couple guys in doing 3D printing, and there's a guy with a $300 3D printer for sale in there, but I almost thought about buying it, and I went, no. I'll let somebody else do that, because I can't CAD the stuff anyway. But that's something else I'm working on. So we're getting slow, we're slowing down on the build on the airplane just because I don't have as many things to do now, but we're getting ready to rotisserie the entire fuselage. So we've been working on that. And that's coming to fruition pretty soon. But today we're out at the Greater Houston Hamfest. You guys know I'm a ham radio operator, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Hotel Oscar, and Bob.
Kilo India 5, November, Kilo X-ray.
Yeah, he's always trying to remember his. Mine I got memorized, and he's had his call sign for a while. He just never really got into it. So I've been dragging him out and giving him some antennas and radios, and so he's getting more into it. And he's got enough to put a radio in his car now and stuff like that. So he's coming along pretty good. So anyway, we came out to the Greater Houston Hamfest put on by BVARC, Brazos Valley Amateur Radio Club. Once a year. It is now February 22nd? 21st, okay. Usually the Hamfest is in March, but got some scheduling mess up with the Fort Bend County Fairgrounds, so it's at the end of February. Next year it'll be in the first week in March.
They decided to do it in the snows of deep South Texas.
Yeah, you can tell how much it's snowing right now. And that's for Mike Garrett out in Colorado, because he probably is snowing out there. Anyway, that's a little joke. So as far as the move to Midland, okay, so where are we on that? Well, we had 3 houses. I don't want to sound like we're actually rich, but we had a house in Spring. That was my wife's house before we met, so that recently got sold. And then I had the League City house and the Hitchcock house, and he and I have been working on the Hitchcock house, and it's 99% ready to be sold. So I've got some airplane parts stored down there. I got to put them in storage, get that house sold. Working on, still trying to get somebody to finance us for the Midland house, but as soon as we can get our credit rating up a little bit and get that done, we intend on buying that house if hopefully it's still available. And then we'll sell the League City house and move out to Midland permanently. You guys seen the video on that. And like I said, I've hinted this, or I've talked about it in previous videos. Since I am a ham radio operator, I am putting a ham radio into the airplane as I build it. When I was at Oshkosh a couple years ago, I bought a UHF VHF dual band antenna that's an aircraft quality grade antenna. I bought one at Oshkosh from the radio guys. We've got that. A friend of mine gave me a 2740 ICOM, bought that for me as a gift for the airplane. So I've got that at the house. And I bought a ICOM, I think it's a 120, which is an airband transceiver. So I'll be able to base station the Midland house, but I'll have to apply to the FAA for a license. I don't know if they'll give it to me or not, but we'll find out. But that way, my wife and I can talk to each other if I'm flying and she's on the ground, or vice versa. So, and just to listen to the air traffic in the area, it'll be on in my hangar anyway. Okay, so let's see, that's about as far up to date as I can remember. We've talked about the fuselage, we've talked about the Midland house, talked about ham radio. So that's about it for, we haven't posted anything on the channel for 5 or 6 weeks just because we haven't had much new. I've been doing some little things. He and I have been working on little projects in the garage, but it's just not enough to shoot a video on. So that's why I'm catching you guys up with this, and we're shooting this video. It'll go up in a week or so, and that'll be the update. So that's all we've got for now. This is November 720 Sierra, signing off for today. Thanks, guys.